This is a photo of Nathan Cirillo and a girl from California taken the day prior to the event. Notice around the memorial there is no temporary fencing or police tape. Take a look at photos taken prior to the event. Notice the fences and police tape being added to the scene prior to the shooting event. A few things raised suspicions that the soldiers at the war memorial were part of an exercise, because it seemed odd that 2 reservists would be guarding the war memorial in Ottawa, and that prior to the event, temporary fencing and police tape was placed around the memorial. Why would fences and police tape be added prior to the event? Here's another photo after the alleged attack. Another question: where did Corporal Stevenson go and why is Corporal Cirillo laying in the spot where Stevenson was standing? Why did Corporal Stevenson not take his rifle with him? Canadian soldiers are trained to always keep control of their rifle.
Exercise Determined Dragon, XDE, is an annual training event aimed at exercising the Canadian Joint Operation Command's CJOC ability to execute various scenarios in defense of North America and global defense operations. Purpose: XDD is a command post exercise designed to practice CJOC's role as a command headquarters. During operations at home and abroad. This national-level exercise provides an environment for CJOC to achieve an increased level of preparedness for operations. XDD helps create a ready, able and joint command headquarters that is able to take the lead on any defense or security issue threatening Canada or the global population. Exercise Determined Dragon 14 XDD 14 will primarily focus on the lateral interface between NORAD, United States Northern Command, SNORTHCOM, and United States Strategic Command, STRATCOM, specifically in cyber and space domains. It will be conducted in 3 phases: the Contingency Plan Development Phase from June to August 2014, the Planning Phase in September and October 2014, and the Execution Phase from 20 to October 29, 2014. Strategic Objectives: a number of strategic objectives have been identified for XDD. Exercise Headquarters Responsibilities: enhance interagency partnerships, institutionalize battle procedures with partners such as regional and component commanders, the Strategic Joint Staff, the Associate Deputy Minister, Policy, and the Canadian Forces Intelligence Command. Bilateral planning with SNORTHCOM and STRATCOM, and CJOC coordination with NORAD. XDD includes a robust lessons learned process that facilitates the application of best practices for future Canadian Armed Forces exercises and operations. Linked exercises: XDD is bound to other allied exercises by a common scenario and linked through multiple events. Vigilant Shield, a NORAD-SNORTHCOM exercise focused on homeland defense and homeland security missions. And Global Thunder, a STRATCOM exercise with the primary emphasis on exercising nuclear command and control capabilities. XDD offers an opportunity for Regional Joint Task Forces, RJTF, to leverage their own exercises. Regional exercises are fully synchronized through a common scenario and XDD offers unique inputs to meet the needs of each participant. Each RJTF is responsible for the execution of their respective exercise, as well as determining their own training objectives and level of participation. The following RJTF exercise is included: Frontier Sentinel, FS, a combined maritime Atlantic, United States Fleet Forces and United States Coast Guard exercise. Background origins: in September 2009, NORAD, SNORTHCOM and Canada Command, a predecessor to CJOC, signed the Framework for Enhanced Military Cooperation, which codified the close relationships among the 3 commands and ensured a timely and coordinated response to defense and security challenges to North America. The framework's goal is to improve unity of effort by promoting enhanced military cooperation in the preparation and conduct of defense, security and safety operations in North America, including the Arctic. Exercise Determined Dragon 13 XDD 13 took place in 2 phases. the planning phase from 9 to September 27, 2013 and the execution phase from October 28 to November 1, 2013. It primarily focused on the flow of information within the CJOC headquarters and the integration of cyber and space components into Canadian Armed Forces operations. Global Thunder 15 was conducted in coordination with North American Aerospace Defense Command and United States Northern Command's exercise Vigilant Shield 15 and Canadian Joint Operations Command's exercise Determined Dragon 14, which aimed to train participants, including our Canadian allies, in homeland defense processes. While the exercise was based on a notional scenario with fictitious adversaries, it realistically allowed us STRATCOM to exercise as it would fight, according to Mr. Patrick McVeigh, the Command's Director of Joint Training Exercises. Though I won't get into specific details, this scenario integrated, in just 8 days, nearly every conceivable strategic threat to our nation and called upon all the STRATCOM capabilities that would be provided to geographic combatant commanders in a real-world crisis. Space, cyber, intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, global strike, and ballistic missile defense capabilities, among them, McVeigh said. According to McVeigh, this virtual tsunami of various threats is graded to closely replicate what would most likely happen in a real-world conflict involving us STRATCOM forces and capabilities. We'd never conduct our mission in a vacuum, he said. It is never going to be just nuclear. There will be conflict in space and the cyber arena. And we are going to have to use all our capabilities in concert with other military and government organizations.